tell me about yourself. They just started, okay, fine. You're on job because I was coming from consulting background. So I'll start with my, I'll start with my topic from three part. I'll start my childhood, then my, adolescence, then what I'm going to do now. I was born near Parliament of India, about 10-kilometer radius there. Born to a doctor parents, and grandfather used to be, Union Minister of Finance in the state. When I was born, it was the first time, 1970, the rest of you have to guess. When I was born, it was very cold in Delhi that time, very cold Delhi. And my father said, okay, let him name Agnivesh so that he can. Okay. Then I was named Agnivesh, and it was a very disaster for me because every time people have literally murdered my name. Somebody says Agnivesh, somebody says Agniwash, somebody also said Agnibhas. Can you believe that? It's like when I go to client side, I don't know, Ogni, Rajni, Ogni base. I believe me, I really feel bad when that's why I say, when I go and say, oh, call me Agnivesh. Only call me Agni, Agni. Sometimes you can also call me AT. That fulfills my Agnivesh Thakur. I did my schooling from Rashtriya Military College in Dehradun. It was I did 10th till there. The entrance was from class 8. Every state has one seat, so fortunately I got selected there and I went to school. Prior to that, I was in one school in Patna. That was a Hindi medium school, and since I was a mother's only child, so she wanted me to be near home and all. Went to Dehradun, studied in little school. Very first class, I didn't understand what the gentleman was saying. They were teaching Romeo and Juliet in the class. The very first day I wrote a very long letter to my dad, where you have put me what I'm going to do. My dad was saying, don't worry, at least you understand maths, that's good. And believe me, I was like, it's like military school. In the morning you start at 5 o'clock, and your nights end by 9 o'clock. You don't get time to study. Self-study now. Then after that, I went to I left the school. I'll tell you some story of the school when I was there. We gave the 10th exam. We gave the 10th exam, and when the result came, somebody came to the class and said, hey, can you guess who is the topper? Before that, I was like, I was talking to my dad, hey dad, you know what, I only get 75%, and I don't want to be, in army every time. I want to be an IAS officer. So probably my dad says, okay, fine, even if you get 75%, we'll try to put you in some Delhi schools and probably do something to take you out. But when the result came, believe me, when the teacher came, the commandant, we call the teacher the commandant came to the class and said, can you guess who is the topper? And believe me, I was the one who broke the all record of 90 years. My school was in 1909. 1890, I broke the all record of the school way back in 1999. Then I was directly admitted to DPS Audit and spent my 2 golden years. Not at the fortunate time, something happened there. So I was in DPS Audit for 2 years. Got admitted to a medical school, that's called Medical College in Kanpur. I got good rank in CBSE and got to medical college. Before that, I went for the MBA exam, got selected by mom, again being a single child is calamity. Then I came back, did my medical, from Kanpur. I was there for 6 months, ran away from the school, medical college and said, I care less, I'll not do anything. I'm going to do whatever I want. Fortunately, my dad didn't say anything to me. He says, what you want, go ahead and do that. I joined St. Stephen's and did economics in 3 years, not in 3 years, 4 years. So people call it Bachelor of Economics. I call it Bachelor of Economics because this is business, so this is Bachelor of Economics. I call it why BE because I completed in 4 years. Because first year I was in school, in college. Believe me, the teacher came, they say, hey, you are from a place where moral parliamentary and IAS officer, film stars, name any are there and you couldn't complete your grads in 3 years. Fortunately, after this, we all had dreamed that I become an IAS officer and go do something else. After that, I joined SIBM. I did my MBA from SIBM HR about 10 years back. During SIBM, there are a lot of stories happened because we know MBA guys, so you understand how it works. Then after that, second day in the college, it happened so that teacher was teaching and I was sitting in the last bench. Somebody says, hey, you know what, I'm going to give you a presentation from tomorrow. We don't know anything about PPTs. Only we think we knew what internet was chatting and surfing, good sites. And then I joined, the next day I was got, okay fine, you have to give the presentation, and I was all shocked, what do you do? The presentation, which I'm going to talk in my next meet, is why people behave the way they do. Okay. After SIBM, I went to EY in Muscat. I was there for 3.5 years. As a HR consultant, my work was to go to different geographies and sell the HR audit and different HR products, or providing job audits and all. Quite unhappy, got a lot of dinars in my hand, came back to India, started my own company. I started my own company in Pune. It was about 200 employees company. It was doing IT services and stuff and all. Then decided to move on because somebody said that if you are a businessman, you will not get married. Somebody was saying very rightly, and I was like, oh, let me go. I went and I joined Infosys Pune in 2004, not 2005, sorry. I joined Infosys as HR for BCM, which is called FSI now. In Pune, I was a location anchor and also handling about 3,000 odd people at a given point of day across locations. I spent about 2 years in HR, moved to Hyderabad because I got married and my wife works with NTPC in Secunderabad, again HR professional. I'm in Hyderabad taking care of consulting. I am into HR consulting. I also do project management consulting, whatnot. You understand how delivery is painful. I remember that when I was HR logistic in hand, the same stick is from my head now. The time I've come delivery. This is all about me. I'm into a lot of the social development kind of work. I'm panelist of Whiteboard Consulting, which allows NGOs to come and give their presentations and we select them. I am also doing a lot of things on weekends. Most of the time you may see me in the ISB teaching some class, or you can see me in the IPM, ICFA and other business school. I teach HR, project management, and anything. If you have anything else, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much.